They say the truth is hard to weaponize. They only injured when they telling lies. The devil feel the shame when revolutions finally televised. You've been advised. Crafting narratives incentivized when lies are uplifted. Being candid gets you penalized.
And we are back. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is King I Kill. I appreciate all the views, all the support so far. We just did a video yesterday. We did Dr. Dre and Eminem, Medicine Man, featuring Anderson .Paak and Candace Pillay. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. It was cool. It was a great song. And on that video, someone just made a comment. One of my long-term subscribers, ST4, he said, damn, bro, JID's dad just passed away. Can you react to 2007 by JID as tribute to his pops? And I like JID. I'm also a long-term J. Cole fan. That's my favorite rapper. If you guys haven't seen, go check out his Fall Off reaction. I did the whole front side to it on YouTube from start to finish, each song individually. And so, of course, I'm familiar with JID, him being one of J. Cole's main artists. And so when I saw that comment, I was like, damn, okay, that seems like something I want to go ahead and get done. Fathers are important. So let's see how JID talks about his father apparently on 2007. Seems like this was 3 to 4 years ago, though. This wasn't recent. So I don't know if this song was just a tribute to his father that he made 3 years ago, and currently his father just passed away. That's what I'm taking from it. But you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, let me go ahead and get to it. It seems like they dropped a visualizer, so let me check that one out.
Our offense is awesome. Our defense dominates. We got that winning combination. 2-1. Offense is awesome.
Yeah, 2007, Cole dropped the come up. I was in high school playing corner. I never dreamt of mumbling words in front of hundreds. Studying plays all summer. I hit the league if my growth spurt coming on my mama. 2009, bro dropped the warm up. I was in warm ups playing Wheezy, and you keep me little dragon flame breathing the weed. Patrick had the studio dorm room next to me. I freestyled over his beats, my nigga.
Okay. All right, so it seems like I like where we're going. It started off with some like cheerleaders. I know JID used to be like a football player, so I don't know if he's trying to replicate that era, bring like the cheerleaders, saying our offense is awesome, our defense is dominant, we got that winning combination. And another reason I say that is because if you see how he starts the verse, he says 2007 Cole dropped the come up. So if you guys don't know, J. Cole dropped the come up, one of his first major releases. I don't even think he was signed at this time. He might have been. I was in high school playing corner. So going back to his football days, cornerback. I never dreamt of mumbling words in front of hundreds, studying plays all summer. I hit the league if my growth spurt come in on my mom. And he goes to 2009. So I'm going again at this time where you're a youth, you're playing football, you're hoping maybe you can make this a career if you can just become taller and more athletically gifted, which I don't think happened for JID, but he still I think was a good football player. But let it go back.
2009, bro dropped the warm up. I was in warm ups playing Wheezy, and you keep me little dragon flame breathing the weed. Patrick had the studio dorm room next to me. I freestyled over his beats, my nigga Keys Tramp.
And before I let him keep going, yeah, then he goes from 2007 to 2009 about Cole dropping the warm up, his project after the come up. I was in warm up, so playing off the warm up, playing Wheezy. And you King Me Little Dragon, so Lil Wayne and a bunch of different artists, flame breathing the weed. So he's smoking at this time. So now we're going from high school to college. So from 2007 to 2009, clearly, you know, he went to college because he said Patrick had the studio dorm room next to me. I freestyled over his beat. So this may be another part where he's taking interest in rap as his career goes on, but I'm gonna let him keep going.
In warm-ups playing Wheezy, and you keep me little dragon flame breathing the weed. Patrick had the studio dorm room next to me. I freestyled over his beats. My nigga Keys transferred in from Tennessee. He's a receiver. I play DB like a Keeb, snatch a nigga chain to lead. Talib Kweli, I could be lyrically, but I put on cleats, scribble lines going through my mind like a paper piece. What?
Okay, I like this part right here. So he said, my homie Keith transferred in from Tennessee. He's a receiver. I played DB like a Keeb. So a Keeb to lead, you know, one of the great cornerbacks in the modern era. He's also a great podcaster. You watch him on the arena. I like always hearing from Akeem. But and shout out to Tennessee. You know, I'm from Tennessee. He said, snatch somebody chain like Talib Kweli. So now going from Aqib Talib, the football player, to Talib Kweli, because it's spelled the same. And JID loves doing that. He loves like alliteration. I think that's his favorite poetic device, where things are spelled the same or start with the same letter. Snatch somebody chain like Talib Kweli, one of the greatest rappers of all time. I could be lyrically, but I put on cleats. Scribbling lines going through my mind like a paper piece. Okay.
Talib Kweli, I could be lyrically, but I put on cleats. Scribble lines going through my mind like a paper piece. While in cover 3, playing nickel, doing safety reads. Watch the flats. I can rap, but I'd rather tackle and pedal back. Get a pick when my growth spurt hit. I'ma be captain, and I was around 2010, no cap. I got.
Okay, I like this story, and I'm not gonna pause it too much because it's a long song, but I do want to touch on this whole little football scheme that he finished, because after he went with the Talib Kweli, Aqib Talib, he goes, so I covered 3 while playing nickel doing safety reads. Watch the flats. So if you guys don't know, in football, there's defensive schemes called a nickel, where you're bringing 3 cornerbacks to play. So that's what he's talking about. But doing safety reads, because the safety, the other DBs back there, you also a lot of zone concepts. And so he's saying watch the flats. The flats are also part of that. You know, the little short routes to the side. So this whole little football scheme, I can rap, but I'd rather tackle and pedal back. So I'd rather tackle on football and pedal back, like back pedal, how DBs do. And he saw, and he still talks about get a pick when my growth spurt hit. It don't matter about the size, it's in here, man. So he's a short guy, so he's still saying he's getting picks, but he's still waiting for his growth spurt to hit, or he got a pick when his growth spurt hit. I'm gonna be captain, and I was around 2010, no cap. Okay, so his football career is advancing.
Cover 3, playing nickel, doing safety reads. Watch the flats. I can rap, but I'd rather tackle and pedal back. Get a pick when my growth spurt hit. I'ma be captain, and I was around 2010, no cap. I got freshman player of the year and figured I was on track. This nigga Pat been in my ear talking about rhyming on tracks. So after practice we recorded, then we got it on wax. And on campus I heard about a couple rappers from Atlanta. Said them niggas be snapping, maybe we could make something happen and shit. I wasn't serious enough to even be curious, and we lose like every game, so every day I be furious. So the spirit of a nigga had changed, to the point I had to reframe and focus my skills for other things. I took the steering wheel, I'm steering in other lanes, but my fuel on low and my oil need to be changed.
Okay, so giving us more insight. I like this song so far. It's also really laid back. The beat is really subdued. I like the little what is that, a guitar playing, whatever that is, but I like the little melody in the beat. But he's given us more insight into his life, which is why I appreciate this song so far. Because sometimes JID can rap for the sake of rapping. He just kind of raps lines together that aren't really telling you too much of an insight. But I prefer the JID when he's telling us more of his story while doing these things. So he goes from 2010, I got freshman player of the year, and figured I was on track. This homie Pat been in my ear talking about rhyming on track. So after practice, we record. And then we got it on wax. And on campus, I heard about a couple rappers from Atlanta. So Earth Gang. Also, I don't know if they're with Dreamville or not, but I know they had the song Sacrifices, Dreamville, Earth Gang. I like that song with J. Cole. So I know there's some affiliation there. So clearly this is when JID met them. Said they was snapping, maybe we can make something happen, because they're from Atlanta as well. They're from where JID is from. I wasn't serious enough to even be curious, and we lose like every game, so every day I be furious. So right now he's still focused on football, talking about he'd rather pedal back with the cleats and everything like that. He said, so the spirit of me had changed to the point I had to reframe and focus my skills for other things. I took the steel wheel, I'm steering in other lanes, but my fuel on low and my oil need to be changed. So this whole little car scheme now, so now he's saying, you know, he had to switch gears and change lanes, but this whole steel wheel, I'm steering in other lanes, my fuel on low and my oil need to be changed. Like I need to switch up, but at the same time, you know, the whole car scheme right there. Nice. I'm gonna let him keep going.
years and we lose like every game, so every day I be fierce. So the spirit of a nigga had changed to the point I had to reframe and focus my skills for other things. I took the steering wheel, I'm steering in other lanes, but my fuel on low and my oil need to be changed. Amongst all the other shit that's going in my brain, my brother got out of jail, I only know him by name. He did a nickel and a dime, in time probably be staying with my mama and dad, probably get mad acting lame sometimes. Look, the sideline story came out September 2000.
Besides, you know, him trying to figure out his direction and things of that nature, his brother, who he only knows by name because he's been locked up for 15 years, it seems like. He did a nickel and a dime, so he doesn't really know him, is also, you know, part of the drama circulating in his life, as well as his mom and dad arguing and acting lame sometimes. And now it seems like he's switching into the J. Cole's sideline story, which is in 2011. So it seems like in this, he's kind of paralleling his life with J. Cole's release dates of his albums, maybe as using those as like timestamps for his memory. People often do that. You know, we affiliate different memories we have with time periods, and that's kind of a way, you know, we keep track of things. So sometimes when I'm even asking patients like, how old have you had this? And they'll be like, oh, I don't really know. I'm like, before or after COVID? Because that lets me know around before, after 5-6 years ago, you know. And so different events can serve as like different like timelines or different checkpoints on the timeline of your life, which is cool. So he's looking, it seems like he's using J. Cole's albums as those.
Shit that's going in my brain. My brother got out of jail, I only know him by name. He did a nickel and a dime, in time probably be staying with my mama and dad, probably get mad acting lame sometimes. Look, the sideline story came out September 2011. Eve said around that time,
we was hunting for a record under lots of pressure. Just combine the leverage with a better effort. You can find a sound and get us out the underground forever.
Maybe you can.
Hold on, Eve. Hold on, Eve. They got the Eve feature on here? I ain't know he rapped. He kind of sound a little nice on here. All right, Eve. He said, nah, man, I'm not about to play behind the scenes forever. Lift up the curtain, man. He said, oh, let him say it again.
Eve said around that time,
we was hunting for a record under lots of pressure. Just combine the leverage with a better effort. You can find a sound and get us out the underground forever.
Maybe you.
Whose idea do you think that was? That was 100% Eve's idea, man. I don't know if JID said, hey, yo, Eve, I want you to say this. He might have said it. I'm going to throw Eve some bail, man. JID might have asked him to do that. But I feel like Eve might have been like, you know how you always kind of want to try something. Like, let me, you know what I mean? Like, I could go ahead and say it for you. It wouldn't even be no problem. But nah, anyway. He says, the sideline story came out September 2011. Eve said around that time, we was hunting for a record under lots of pressure. Just combine the leverage with a better effort. You could find a sound to get us out the underground forever. So now he's kind of finding his lane due to some guidance. But I'm gonna let him keep going. That was just funny to me.
Sideline story came out September 2011. Eve said around that time,
we was hunting for a record under lots of pressure. Just combine the leverage with a better effort. You can find a sound and get us out the underground forever.
Maybe you can bless a little brown effervescent kid, youngest of 7 from the 6-8 section, section 80 drop. Yeah, we used to play that shit to death, and if I recollect correct, you tried to sign up for yourself. All the while I was round my out of town college wildin' out. Restaurants, destined dining dash, you call it dining out. Fucking bitches supposed to be in class, but I was hiding out. My friends take a little shot, smoke a lot of cannabis. Coolest nigga on the campus. Now niggas skipping practices and acting like a rock star. Going from in the dorm to in the car, leaving the football field. But fuck that, we still sorry. And the problem from the home front on my home screen calling me, I don't wanna answer. My brother Carl hit me, said my granny had cancer. I'm supposed to graduate and make my way back to Atlanta. No job, no money or nothing from ballin', because between that and school, that was really all. And maybe here's the back that broke the camel with the straw. I wasn't on camera with them amateurs that they saw, but they said they still caught me and my dog stealing boxes like Craig on his day off. Caught us in the office.
Okay, I let him go for a little minute, man. Yeah, man. Let's go back up top a little bit, because the high power beat. If you guys don't know, that was produced by J. Cole. I remember that because, you know, I'm a Cole fan, so I know all them little weird nuggets. But yeah, Cole, I remember produced High Power. At least that's what they say. Kendrick Lamar's song, Love, High Power. Everybody put 3 fingers in the air. The sky is falling, the rain's calling, stand for something and die in the morning. Section 8A, High Power. I love that beat, man. I love that song.
This is a Martin Luther staring at me. If you see me, how you seen it, that would make my parents happy. Sorry, mama, I can't turn the other cheek. They wanna knock me off their edge like a fuckers with a peak, huh? And they always tell me pray for the weak, huh? The demons got me, I ain't prayed in some weeks, huh? These don't understand when the devil's working hard. He probably clocking over ships on all of his jobs. Fighting and so fucking fight that doesn't drive a man insane. A woman insane. The reason Lauryn Hill don't sing. A Kurt Cobain loaded the clip and just said bang. The drama James is crazy. The reason Lauryn Hill don't sing. A Kurt Cobain loaded the clip and just said bang. The drama brains is crazy. Product of the late 80s. Travesty above water. That's why we shun them, baby. Throw your guns in, baby. Set it all.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Anyway. But going back up here to the earlier, he said maybe you can bless a little brown effervescent kid, youngest of 7 from the 6, 8 section, section 80 drop. So this whole little numerology scheme, 6, 7, 8, section 80 drop. Yeah, we used to play that shit to death and if I recollect correct, you tried to sign him for yourself. Okay, so now talking about, you know, Kendrick Lamar and all of that. All the while I was around my out of town college, wilding out restaurants, destined dining, dashing, call it dining out. So, you know, skipping tab on restaurants, acting like a kid, just doing dumb shit. Effing women supposed to be in class, but I was hiding out. My friends take a little shot, smoke a lot of cannabis, coolest nigga on the campus. Now nigga skipping practice and acting like a rock star, going from the dorm to in the car, leaving the football field. But F that, we still sorry. And the problems from the home front on my home screen calling me. So again, he's still mad that they're losing. So this is still weighing on him in every way. He's, you know, acting young, but now he has, you know, his problems from his home actually calling him and he doesn't want to answer. It says his brother Carl hit me and said his granny had cancer. Now real life comes to the forefront. You're out there playing, partying, doing whatever you're doing in college, but your grandmother, someone that you're close to, is now sick, and I'm supposed to graduate and make my way back to Atlanta. And so now, you know, he's trying to figure out his life. Let's let him get back to it.
Because between that and school, that was really all. And maybe here's the bag that broke the camel with the straw. I wasn't on camera with them amateurs that they saw, but they said they still caught me and my dog stealing boxes like Craig on his day off.
And that was the other part. No job, no money, and nothing from balling. So he's in college playing football, doesn't make any money from it. But between that and school, that was really all. Like, I'm playing football, I have like some level of clout in school, and I'm able to attract women and do these things, but I don't really have anything to my name. And my grandmother's sick, so now real life is kind of staring me in the face. And and maybe here's the back that broke the camel with the straw. So that's hard. So the straw that broke the camel's back, but here's the back that broke the camel with the straw. I wasn't on camera with them amateurs that they saw, but they said that they caught me and my dog stealing boxes like Craig on his day off. So now I get caught up with something that I don't even think I did. I wasn't doing what my homies was doing, but you know, a bunch of them apparently at whatever job he had, got in trouble and he got fired with them. Damn.
And maybe here's the bag that broke the camel with the straw. I wasn't on camera with them amateurs that they saw, but they said they still caught me and my dog stealing boxes like Craig on his day off. Called us in the office day before we post a whopper. Called the squad car, a couple officers. I knew I was finna tell, he was looking nauseous. Now I'm sitting in the cell, nigga double crossed us. Crossed me off the list for scholarship because I lost it.
Damn.
Sure, senior season exhausted, so I'm off it and I'm right back in Atlanta with a half a gram of weed.
Damn, bro, I ain't gonna lie, this is so many people. So many people can relate to this. Like, I know so many people story who went something like this. I played basketball in college, and at the Division II level, what you'll have is a lot of guys who Some of the guys are just Division II talents. There is some talent difference between like a Division I player like at a Duke and a guy playing Division II. But sometimes it's not a talent difference for some guys. Some of these guys is just like a situation like this. So we had a few guys on our team who were extremely talented, could do everything, dunk every type of way, hit every shot, physical prowess, but they just got in trouble in different stages of their life. And it took away opportunity. And a lot of their story ends up, sometimes like this. Like a lot of my teammates are doing great, but I do know of some people whose story has went a little bit awry. So this says how it happened right before he was supposed to graduate. He said, they called us in the office day before we supposed to walk. So the day before we were supposed to walk, called a squad car, a couple officers. So apparently for whatever they were stealing on this job, I know bro was about to tell, he was looking nauseous. So now this is the part where how well do you know these people that you claim you know? Be careful of the company that you keep is a lesson in this. So now I'm sitting in a cell. He double crossed us, crossed me off the list for scholarship because I lost it. And maybe I'll tell you guys another story as well, because I actually transferred to school and I actually got in trouble in school a couple of different times as well. I actually got kicked out of school, but anyway, I ended up bouncing back. But before that, there was something to it. So, tap in if you guys want to ever hear that story about how I got kicked out of school. But anyway, yeah, so he says, no more football, my red shirt senior season. So this is an important season for me. Exhausted, so I'm off it. And right back in Atlanta with half a gram of weed and a gold Pontiac. So now I'm the failing story. Back home, no one wants to be there. Like, you went off with all this promise, everyone was excited for you, and now you're back home and they're like, damn, what you doing? Ain't you supposed to be playing football? And now you got to tell people the story of how you done got kicked out of, man. Let me let it keep playing. This is PTSD.
Craig on his day off, called us in the office day before we post a whopper. Called the squad car, a couple officers. I knew bro was finna tell, he was looking nauseous. Now I'm sitting in the cell, nigga double crossed us. Crossed me off the list for scholarship because I lost it. No more football, my red shirt, senior season exhausted. So I'm off it and I'm right back in Atlanta with a half a gram of weed and a gold Pontiac that my granny had bought for me.
Damn.
I was sleeping in the back, my dad kicked me in the streets. When he saw my neck tatted, then I told him I was rapping for school, no going back. He said, if I cannot follow his rules, just going back. Told you he be acting lame sometimes.
Bro, this story is so relatable. Like, this is almost like vivid to me, like the way he's saying it. Like, I understand, I overstand this story. So again, now people are saying you changed. And I like how he brought back his grandmother. Again, I talk about this on the channel a lot. Like, I love good writing, those nice little writing touch pieces. And so when he's talking about this story of how life, hits him hard, he starts it off with his grandmother catching cancer. And then he goes into how, he gets kicked out of school because he gets caught stealing with his friends, or his friends were stealing and he gets in trouble with them. And now he's right back in his hometown, in Atlanta with nothing but some weed and a gold Pontiac that his grandmother bought for me. So bringing back the grandmother to his character, because we kind of deviated from that story. Again, nice writing touch. And now his dad's mad at him because he got his neck tattooed, and now he kicked him out because he can't follow his rules. Like, we've heard this and seen this story a million times where I'm from.
I was rapping for school, no going back. He said, if I cannot follow his rules, just going back. Told you he be acting lame sometimes. This is my son. He came from these nuts.
Hey, is this his real pops? Is this his dad for real? Oh man, bro. This song is great. It's like a movie. It's not even like a song. I feel like I'm watching a movie. This is my son. He came from these nuts.
Told you he be acting lame.
If he really got his dad to do this, this is legendary.
It's my son. He came from these nuts. This Negro come back from school all tatted up like the Sistine Chapel, talking about he ain't playing football no more because he know he ain't going pro. He left on a full scholarship to go to school and get a degree because we taught education was the number one thing.
Right.
Anyway, he came back determined to do what he was determined to do, and I know because he is who he is, we taught him. Whatever you do, put your full self into it. So he did that.
Yes,
anyway, he's back home. I ain't with that. So I'm saying, hey, you got to go to work. And he's saying, hey, this is my job, what I'm about to do. So I'm like, hey, man, sometimes you got to work to do what you really want to do. We went through this whole brain wrestle. But anyway, he won. He said, hey, man, I'm putting this thing, I'm doing this. This is my job. I'm committed to it. And hey, the rest is history. I'm looking at him. I believe in him. I know what was in him.
Fire.
All him and his brothers and sisters, they all got the same mindset.
Yes,
do your best. Give 100% or don't do it at all. So I know whatever he put his all into, it was going to be golden.
That's fire.
Look.
That's fire, man. That's fire. I love the dad's message here. He sounds like every black dad that I know. He sounds like my dad. But yeah, man, it's like they all sound the same. They all talk the same, have the same mannerisms. Except for this is my son. He came from these nuts. But yeah, so now the dads, I love how Jig gives his dad's perspective on the same situation. So I'm sure this has to be his real dad. And so his dad is giving his perspective of the story, his side of the story. So, in Jiz's idea, he's acting lame for, how he's acting. But his dad is saying, man, this nigga gonna come back from school tatted up like the 16 chapel. I swear, bro, they always use these like crazy metaphors when they're speaking. And maybe that's also, part of just, cultural, the way that people speak. Talking about he ain't playing football no more because he know he ain't going pro. But you left on a full scholarship, so go and get a degree. The dad's logic, sound, education and everything like that. But good message in him. And I like how it switches at the end to when he talks about, him and his son battling about whether or not rap is a real career. It's kind of like the dad, like, man, all that hippity hop, like they don't really be trying to hear all that. But if you can actually turn it into something, well, then now people can see your vision. And sometimes that's what it takes. You got to kind of grind and do your thing. If you truly believe in this vision, it's not something you're playing around with because your parents just want the best for you. They just want you to do something that they know is going to bear fruit for you. And maybe sometimes they can't see the fruit that this tree over here can bear. But if you know it and you believe in it, and if you put the effort behind it, like what his dad was telling him, is that, hey, you worked at this and you believed in your dream, and I believe in you if you believe in it. And it's beautiful kind of to see how, far you've come with this. And yeah, man, this was great, man. This is great. Shout out to all the dads out there.
They all got the same mindset. Do your best, give 100%, or don't do it at all.
Facts.
So I know whatever he put his all into, it was gonna be golden.
That quote, man, I'm gonna say this before I let him finish out the song. My mom always used to say, once a task has just begun, do not leave it until it's done. Be the effort great or small, do it well or not at all. And that kind of reminds me what he's saying right here.
Do your best, give 100%, or don't do it at all. So I know whatever he put his all into, it was gonna be golden. Anyway.
Look, March 10th, 2017, the Never story dropped, and I'm coming off a tour with. That was 3 years after opening up for Ab Soul, but it's Earth Gang set. I only came to do a song. Dope Burger used to say, hey bro, this little nigga cold. Keep on doing what you doing, you gon' make it, you gon' blow. I ain't know they said that went in here and played my shit for Cole, but I knew he knew the game, and he pulled up to a show, and then that's where we first met, but I ain't think of it no more. Till said Brown said that I should open up for Omen on my own shit if I want it. Only 4 cities, maybe we get Rob Gibbs on the phone in. I got to hone in the game, grown men uncomfortable in their own skin, but all I wanted was a chance. It feel like I'm in the mannequin challenge. Still stands, but I'm still standing till my.
Yeah, so I love this story. Now he's getting back into it. We're fast forwarding to 2017, so now he's made rap his career, and so the Never story dropped. I think that's his first studio album. I remember the Never Story. I didn't really listen to it. I remember the Never Story. I think I listened to it like once or twice back then. I haven't listened to it much since there, but I remember I was like, okay, I like this kid Jid. And I'm coming off tour with whoever. I don't know who this is. That was 3 years after opening up for Ab Soul. I just did an Ab Soul reaction. If you guys went, go ahead and check out that video. But it's Earth Gang said, I only came to do a song. Dope Burger used to say, hey, bro, this homie Cole, keep doing what you're doing. You gonna make it. You gonna blow. I ain't no said had went ahead and played my stuff for Cole, but I knew he knew the game and he pulled up to the show. So now this is how he kind of breaks into the industry. And then that's where we first met, but I ain't think of it no more till Sad Brown said I should open up for Omen on my own shit if I wanted. And so, okay, he going back into the story.
We get Rob Gibbs on the phone in, I got to hone in the game, grown men uncomfortable in their own skin. But all I wanted was a chance. It feel like I'm in the mannequin challenge. Still stands, but I'm still standing. Till my nigga lent the hand and I'm no longer stranded. Looking for strength in the streets of East Atlanta. Mama said don't take advice, they gon' try and take advantage. I was about to sign with Coach K, ain't take the advance. Cole say, hold on, wait bro, I got the plan, so come on. Damn little nigga, come on. Shit, let's roll.
Yo.
They got a Cole on here too?
That's crazy. Yo, Jay, I remember you came to the crib. I remember this after we had met, and I told you and Earth Gang to pull up to the crib in Carolina. It's the studio house. I went on no shit like, yo, I'm trying to do some Dreamville shit with y'all now. There wasn't no talking, no deal. I didn't even know if I wanted to sign niggas. I just knew y'all was dope. I fuck with you. Just pull up, let's see what the vibe is like, let's work. In my mind, if something happened, it happened. If not, then cool. Niggas just got a chance to link and kick it. But while we was there, the thing that I noticed off rip, I said, oh, this nigga want it. This nigga really want it. That look in your eye, nigga, I know that look. I know that look too well. But a lot of niggas want it. The thing I notice about you, my nigga, off rip, this nigga don't just want it. He willing to do the work that it takes to get it. And that's the difference. That's the separator. That's the difference between the niggas that never get what they want and the niggas whose names ring out forever. Forever.
It's facts. Great recommendation, man. RIP to JID's father. If you know, I'm going off of what the comments said. Maybe I should look that up, huh? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, he wasn't lying. It seems like his father, Carl Lewis Rout Jr., recently passed away on May 6, 2026, at 68 in Atlanta. It said JID paid tribute to his father, calling him the most brilliant man. So RIP, man, to Mr. Rout Jr., man. I loved your interlude and your tribute to this song. This was a great song all the way around. It was more like a movie, kind of taking you through memory lane, Jid's perspective, and running into other people's perspective. You know, he's telling his story, getting kicked out of school and talking to his father being lame, but his father's telling him, man, this boy come in here with his tattoos on his neck, and at the end, he tells his story of how he got signed and met Cole, and Cole is telling his perspective, how he invited him in Earth Gang, how Jid met them earlier in college. So all of these kind of stories intertwining together. One of my favorite things in literature is how stories can come together. Two roads diverge on a path and then they come back together. Love that. Love this song. Fantastic recommendation. Again, RIP to his pops. Shout out to all the other fathers out here. If you guys want to check out any more content from me, we're on our road to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the support so far. We're already over 700, encroaching on 800 as I speak. So shout out to you guys for holding it down, Revolting, all you guys who are constantly there, Piero, Melissa, Noel Gang. Let me give some more shout outs, man. Let me go down this video real quick. Shout out to Luke, 26945. Shout out to Flanagan94. Shout out to ST4 for this recommendation. Chena Decide, or Decide, I don't know how you say that. He's always supporting. Shout out to my dog. Simon Lester, appreciate you. Nick GP, Sherry Beck, Josh BP, Who else we got? Jason Rowland. Shout out to Jimmy P. Revolt always. Shout out to everyone who's been supporting, man. That's just some of the comments from the last video. I just went ahead and scrolled down. But anyway, if you guys want to see any other content from me that would really help, go ahead and support those channels over there. I have a dentistry channel called Tooth Guide if you guys want to know anything about oral health or anything of the sort. Also, we have the NBA playoffs going on. I have another basketball video I'm working on as we speak. I have a channel called Hoop Symmetry where I talk about more basketball related things like that. I also make certain commentary videos or social commentary videos about certain topics. So please go ahead and check those out. Those help me as well. And if you guys want me to react to anything else, go ahead and just let me know down in the comment section below. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is King I Kill, and I am out.
They say the truth is hard to weaponize. They only injured when they telling lies. The devil feel the shame when revolutions finally televised. You've been advised. Crafting narratives, incentivized when lies are uplifted. Being candid gets you penalized.